Right, plan is this one. Tide bait is bought. We are going to head out to Hutton, and I have not done this in a long time. Well over a year, I think. And my standing record is 1 minute 23 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an easy one to remember. I suspect I'm going to break that, given that today will be a Type 8, straight off the production line. So if you want to have a look at it, let's just quickly have a look through the specs just now. Can't remember if I've given it a good name. We'll do that in a second. So, no need for weapons. Heatsink, 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 heatsink. All engineered. I could get serious. I'm just going to sit with extra. Lightweight alloy. Nothing done to it. Power plant. Just giving it a bit of low emissions. Just G3. Materials to hand. We get to go collecting and get the other stuff later. Thrusters. 5A. G3 again. Materials to hand. Our frame shift drive. Bit of increased range just to keep the fuel use down on the short jumps. Life support lightweight. Power distributors off the shelf. I had an engine one handy. Sensors lightweight. Fuel tank 32. Except fuel tank, fuel tank, fuel tank, fuel tank, fuel tank, fuel tank, fuel tank. ADC because let's face it, I haven't practiced my speed docking, so I'll just get myself in the cone and pull in. I'm not going for the ultimate record here. I'm just going to have some fun. And all the usual stuff as well. Okay, right then. That's what's going on. Let me check the name of this thing. Nope, that's maintenance, but there we go. Let's just top everything up. Time bait transporter. That's a bit boring. Okay, so this is a Hutton ship, so let's just call it Hutton. That's the ship ID. And we need somebody who's fast, but not too fast. Is it Yarn or Yarmo? Call it the Yarno, surely. Fast, but not too fast. There we go. Wikipedia, you work it out. Right. Let us take us out. Okay, one other thing. Oh, we did have some people pop in. They've left again. Okay, bye-bye. Right. Let's have some. Oh, I have a ping. Oh, it's a follow. Thank you, Quadrivia. Let me just have the AFK in the background ready on the Spectrum emulator. Right, so the plan is... Oh, let's just make sure that the throttle is off. Okay. I have done a little bit of scouting already, and we are sitting in middle depth 2. And the reason for middle depth 2 is because when we jump in to Centauri, which is there, when we jump in, Hutton should be directly behind us, or at least as close as I can get with the current alignment of stars. So it will be a jump in, immediately flip over, click the burners, and then start heat sinking every minute. So I've done the maths. Should have 37 minutes of SEO fuel on board. Should take about 30 minutes to get to Hutton. I could just have to check the rebuy cost in case it all goes horribly wrong, but there we go. 2.35 hours. That's peanuts. Change. Right, okay. Let's, oh, hold on, let me just check that I do have Hutton Helper running in the background. Yes, I do. Okay. Here comes the fast bit. Okay, should have got my old stopwatch ready. Got one on my watch here, haven't I? it up. Close enough from the bars now. Not the best entry into the system, but there we go. Right, okay. Let's start turning off stuff we don't need. To be fair, I've got this all pinned down. We need that, we need that. Gotta keep that, gotta keep that. So, really, we can just keep everything running now. Okay. And we'll take that up to about 110. And unlike previous runs where you just kind of have to stay steady, you can just leave it running on supercruise. Just gotta keep an eye on it as it bounces around. I do wonder how much time you would save working the pipper. You know what? There's going to be a whole bundle of other people who are going to be doing this, and will do it far better, far more efficient, with far more practice than me. But I want to get a time on the board this year for one, and also just get a 30 minute. If I get 30 minutes run, I'm going to be super happy. And then I will let everybody else come in and just bring it down to 20 minutes, and I will go, yeah. Just give me the one badge, I'll be happy. Participants badge, well done, you took part. Yeah. Stopwatch didn't start. Could collect the flight log. So, let's just start ED discovery, not give me the flight log, and let me have a look at where I am, which is still on. Okay, well, if you're in the chat, this may well be the time to ask questions. I can work out how many of you are bots, at least one of you is. That's the stream element spot. That's only 80%, we've got plenty of time, Ollie. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I hope my fuel calculations have been correct. I can probably... Now, the plan at the other end, I've done a couple of practice drops, but I suspect I'm going to be far too early in the drop at the end. And that's where those with more experience and better reactions are going to be able to pick up on that. I can't. So I'm also just going to Yeah, my audio sounds good just listening on the other side. Right, where are we? 78%. Okay. Does go through the heat sinks sequentially. That's fine. That'll give me a chance to reload them. I was going to say it takes a bit of mats, but I've got plenty of mats, and with the new changes to mats gathering, given the heat sinks are pretty much grade 1 elements. Although I've not seen how the elements are going to change. You know, are we going to get more from the trees when we go over the selenium? Or are the raw elements now going to be the thing that holds people back? Curious to see. Curious to see. Lots of exploring needing on that. Thanks, Quadrivinia. 250 tons of fuel was right about the honeypot. That. As I said, I did some very rough paper calculations. I've not been in the groups that have been at the great big tests and stuff. But certainly over the 250 mark. We just get ready on the heat sink and we'll drop that. As I say, the target, you know, I'm just like 30 minutes. Get me on the board. Nice little participation medal. give a target for everybody else to chase. As it stands right now, no, I don't want to send anything else when you get through. Yeah, I'm sitting at about 400 tons of fuel, so I think that's going to be more than enough to get me through. Not critical, it's only 80%, I've got tons of spare. Oh, well over the 2001C, that's nice. Come on. I think the one to be interesting is that we're just leaving it to bounce around. We're just leaving it to slide. And I thought, you know what, why not just throw the stream on? I haven't been doing it completely regularly. But I'll trim this and I'll stick it up on the YouTube as well. It gives us something there. Okay. Well, I use modern or retrospect. Probably modern spectrum gaming. That's all the elites. Ah, 0.22 light years down to 0.15. Yeah, plenty space, Ollie. Plenty space. Right, let me just check the jump in time once I drop this next heatsink out. Speaking of heatsinks, I think when I need the fan on the computer is burning up as well. Okay, computer heatsink needs to be going as well. Rank that up to full. Right, so the jump in time was... Bum, 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 ba-da-bum-bum-bum. The log is nothing but reservoir replenished. Right, let's drop that one out. Come on, why not just show me when I jump? I mean, there's probably a filter I can do. Why am I scrolling back manually when there's probably a command for this? Jump to Alpha Centauri, there we are. That's just starting the jump, not necessarily the arriving, but 9:39:35. Okay. Just write that down over here. 9:39:35. That's the jump to. There'll be an exact time and it'll come off the helper as well, but we'll go from that there. Where are we heating wise? Ah, we're not bad. We're not bad. 10 minutes down. Bump, 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 bump. I mean, we could say you do this for an hour 20, but, you know, it's slightly faster now. At least for the heat sinks, you've got something to do now. Is it really critical, or is it just needing 80%? It's just nearing 80% all. You're fine. Watch this number until it goes to 99, then press a button. This sounds like the worst tribute to Lost ever. Anyway, things just keep taking over. Oh yeah, I was going to look at meal times. Let's look at the meal times. Also, what's everybody up to just now? I suspect I will not even get best time of the day. Best attempts in the last 7 days. Yeah, there's a 25 minutes, 33, 26, 26. Oh, it's you from Quadrivium. I'm not going to beat yours. I don't think so. Core Badger 26. In the Bridge 56. Hey, well, I'm lucky I'll get 4th on the board. For a brief, tiny, small window. And then everybody can look at this and go, here's how not to do and work out where the extra minutes are. Where's my personal tips? Let me just bring those up here. As I said, I'm pretty sure my last one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, that's not true. I got it down to 1, 2, 3, 0 actually. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Okay, so none of the... Everything is just up the spouts. Okay. All coming up. Apparently I've got some elite dangerous skins that I can get. Okay, fair enough. Seriously, there's another ship out here, bless. Okay, we're past the halfway mark. And there we go. Falling down the gravity well, starting to slow down again. Okay. And that's at about 13 minutes. Okey-doke. Forgive me, you're just here to make sure I don't meet your time. Okay, let's start some thing going on here. Standards are fine. Go into that one. So given we're just past halfway, we'll probably gonna need to reload all of these. Fair enough. Yeah, it's only 80%. Calm down. Calm down. Thank you. You hit a root for me. Oh, thanks very much. Bless, bless, bless. Welcome to the old dad gamer. I used to do this back in the 80s. I don't actually think there was a specific Hutton station. I can't remember if there was an Alpha Centauri in the original one. I don't think there was. 2.7 million. Okay, so we're... that one just yet. Look, the funniest part of Quadrivium is me, not only is me trying to pronounce your surname, is going to be how badly I screw up the switching of the supercruise. Because I've been doing a quick bit of practice, and I think you're going to drop far too early. Another out of ammo, so we will just send you through as well. Gotta say, it's a heck of a lot easier flying this in supercruise than it is flying a Vulture. helps with it. Yeah, how come you've got 1-3 and 1-2? Deal with that later. Yeah, auto throw's probably going to actually leave a bit better, yeah. Because it automatically drops you down. I think that's probably a good call. I mean, I've got 75% binded anyway, so it's out of ammo. Let me just do that. I can still hear it, something. Yeah. Part of me's thinking there's probably enough there. I don't need to send any orbit. To be honest, with just grade 1s on that, I'm not too fussed. So let's just keep everything running, shall we? I mean, I suppose the interesting thing here is there's more to do using SCO than there was previously. It's coming up in 18 minutes. You know, previously there'd still be an hour and 2 minutes to run, just watching it go. Tanks at about half. Tons of rim haul, don't worry about it. Quadrifame, if you haven't already, do send over a friend request. In game, that is. Thanks for the follow. It's all gone quiet. You see, if I had 1 billion followers, then all be fine. There'd be lots of chatting to go through, and I would probably make some money on this one. As is, nope. Just a bit of documenting. Things come in from elsewhere. Up she goes. Good think. I love that. It's 4 minutes, but you've still got time to slow down, so... You know, if you're carrying passengers, this must feel incredibly choppy for them. I wonder what this thing be like as a passenger ship. I'm trying to work out what it's going to be used for. yes, it's got hard points, but they're all small hard points. It's got a nice amount of cargo space, so you can see it as a runner, but I'm not quite sure if I could. There'll be a lot of playing around with this, that's for sure. It's already taken down a Hydra. Commander Mechan over at AXI. The next F has already dealt with that. Pretending to work now. Thanks, you don't need to watch me doing the embarrassing bit then. 5 viewers. Oh, on fire. On fire. I mean, my money's only being a bot, but other than that, you know. So when do you trigger the slowdown? Gut feel on what little experimenting I've already done with this is you really want to drop it at about 1.4 seconds to go, but we do not have an exact timer on that. The plan is going to be see the counter turn to 2 seconds to go, drop, keep the throttle high, and it'll probably be anything between 2,000 and 9,000 light seconds out. And then it might just be we let it run in, we might just do a little blip, 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 and see what happens. Yeah, I never picked up the Python 2, so those that did probably got a lot more experience of SEOing than myself. It's like the first day, so we've done some trips. Hi, Brez. How are we doing? I think that puts us at 22 minutes. So, why go? Get under 30 minutes. That's not hugely ambitious. It would be 4th on the board. 25.30 is the top at the moment. I think that's going to be out of reach. 26.41. I don't think so. So, if I can get anything close to 27, I'll be very happy. If I'm under 30 minutes, I'm like, yep, that'll do. If I'm anything over that, I'm going to sit down and reevaluate my choices. I need to think about the entry coming in and when you put the booster on. Okay, right, let's just keep the eyes going here. If anything's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong here in the approach. So, 12. This is it. This is just a sort of guess. No, I think this is drop it about there. It's not bad. It's not bad. Am I going to touch it again? No, I am not. No, I am not. We're just going to run that through. 14. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Auto throttle set. Switch into the auto throttle. Supercruise assist on while close. 6 seconds, not 7. Okay, I'm going to run with that. Final approach. Going to be getting in the docking cone and then letting the auto take it. New ship. Not sure how everything is going to go. Could squeeze another second out of that, but I'm just going to leave it. Just going to leave it. Too bad in terms of getting into the gravity well as well. auto throttle is off. Supercruise should drop me in. I don't like it for me 21 kilometers out. I'd rather you didn't. Where's the bad? What pad are you putting me on? What pad are you putting me on? You're putting me on the other side, aren't you? Okay, fair enough. We'll guess that right. Let the auto take over. Find it for me. That will be where I suspect the more experienced commanders will find the speed.
Landing gear deployed.
Out. Round. Flip. I think that's going to be like a 27 something. Yeah, we're going to be around about 27 now, I think. So we might get like a 2650 or such like. Of course, I'm only looking at my log, so there we are. It's 2645. We've got a couple other people coming in as well. 2641. So it be 6 on the board. 2626. Yeah. Record still from June on a point 2. But you know what? I'm happy. Got on the board. Got on the board in a nice space. 2645. So there's probably a little bit more in terms of the approach to the station. I just can't remember the station. As I said, it's been 2-3 years since I've been out. It's not there. It's 3 years since I've done a fast run. I was out here to load up in mugs for 2H2M. And I don't think it was a clean enough entry into the system. So I think there's more time that could be found there. You can basically get in and, you know, do you want to pop in from the top? Do that way? Do you want to do a complete flip? Folks that have done this a lot more will know the more exact technique to be used on that one. So there's that. I'd love to know if bouncy around to just leave the cursor, or whether you fly the pipper on, if that makes a difference as well. So there are a couple of questions in there. Where are we? There was 4 synths, which gave 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we had 8 left. So you can probably get away with 2 synths, maybe 3. I need to go back. Just need to check the maths on that. Brain's not with it. And I mean, I know what I wanted to do. I should grab at least some mugs and gin while I'm here, put them back on the carrier. That would involve swapping out one of these fuel tanks for a cargo bay. Okay, done that. Happy. On the board. Previously I was about 30th. I can just scroll by now. It's 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the previous time would have put me about 50th on the board. So that's up to 6th just now. I suspect that, I mean, if I look at it like I'm the slowest of the times today, that's telling.